Welcome to the Founder Fumbles podcast, where we go deep into real-life entrepreneur struggles and comeback strategies. I'm your host, Dahmari Taplin, and today we got a special guest. His name is Eric. Eric, how you say your last name?
Ardito.
So just so all y'all know, let me give you some info about Eric. So Eric is the founder of Brightside Media. He's a creative director and videographer, and now he's amplifying brands and driving growth with video strategy and creative direction. Whew.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you for coming through, man. So how did we first meet? You said your personal assistant reached out to me?
Yeah, I have a guy on LinkedIn, bro. He's all the way in India, but he does all of my outreach for LinkedIn. So I brought him on like in February, and he has just been crushing the game for me.
So he found me. How much do you pay this to?
$250 a month.
$250 a month.
Dude,
that's about the same amount I pay my personal assistant out in India.
Yeah,
but he does like more like admin tasks and also like Android app development as well.
Ooh, that's dope. Yeah, my guy, like, I found him through a recommendation from a guy named Colton, who's in a videography mastermind that I joined about a year and a half ago. And so I didn't have to train him. That's the best when you don't have to train a virtual assistant, dude. Yeah. Oh my God.
Because it takes them like a year to learn the job, maybe 6 months, but for them to do it like you actually need it, it takes time. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, my VA is struggling right now. My new one in the Philippines, because he's managing my Instagram. This is day 7 for him. So he's finally starting to get it. He booked in 3 calls for me yesterday for next week.
Okay,
that's my guy.
So yeah, that's dope, man. So tell us about Brightside Media. Sorry about that. I tried not to look at the paper. Brightside Media. Tell everybody about Brightside Media, man.
Yeah,
what you got going on with that?
We're a full-service video production company. Main thing of us, man, we focus on trying to get all of our clients an ROI with working with us. Obviously, everyone has different goals, man. Like some brands I work with, they just want to video for their website and stuff to either present to future clients or things like that. Yeah. But the main primary goal is like I didn't want to be a videographer to just hand it people a video and then they do nothing with it. It doesn't do anything for them. Right? Yeah. So I'm like, I want to be able to make my clients money and 10x their initial investment working with me.
That's crazy.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. How long you been doing this?
Dude, this is like year 11. Going into year 12 next year, so I'm getting older, brother.
Yeah. So what's next? You know what I mean? Like, you just going to continue to do this, or do you have like a new type of thing you're going to come out with, or what?
Yeah, it's actually interesting, dude. So like in the future, I would love to direct documentaries. That's definitely a path I want to go down, but I actually don't want to make money from doing documentaries. I want to do it more so as a passion project.
But that's how I know you've seen that like Kanye West one. That one was fire.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Kanye is wild, man. He did some crazy shit.
So let me ask you a quick question, man. So I know a lot of people got these media companies, man. Like, what's different from your media company and everybody else's media company?
I would say just the fact that I put my heart and soul into everything, man. Like I work every single day of my life. I work Sundays. I'm always there for my clients, but main thing that sets us apart is that like we can get a measurable ROI for clients, man, like a massive return on their investment. Quick examples are like Jose Zambrano. He owns Word of Mouth dog training. Dude, we've upped his revenue in the last like year and a half by 20%. So I mean, I think he does like 40 or 50,000 a month now. All this guy does is train dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Or my barber, right? The one who made me look gorgeous today. Dude, Nick the barber, he is just a machine. What barber makes 20,000 a month, bro? Cutting out of his house. Right?
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
I got a cousin who he cuts some NBA players' heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a bit of that. I think he charged him like $1,000 a haircut or something like that.
That's how much I think Andre Berto's barber was. We'll get into it, but like 2018 was like my big break doing videography, man, and I worked with Andre Berto. He's a professional boxer.
Oh, I know Andre Berto, dark-skinned dude.
Yeah, world champion.
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yes, he was before Conor McGregor. He fought Mayweather.
Yeah, that was dope. I remember that fight.
He flew me to LA to work with him, and he had a barber come to the house, and I asked the barber, I was like, "Yo, I just want to line up. How much?" Dude goes $500. I'm like,
$500.
Yeah, just for a lineup. Man, that's it.
Man, that's why I cut it all off, man. That's why I cut it all off. Yeah.
Hey man, some people look better bald. Like, bro, there's this UFC fighter, Michael Venom Page. Like, no Diddy, he's got the most like beautiful bald head I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's crazy, bro.
So hold on, wait. Speaking of no Diddy, I heard you almost work with Diddy.
Yeah, dude. So like 2018 was really an awesome year for me. Just because that was like the first time I got to be around celebrities and work with them. Mm-hmm. So I met like 7th Streeter, who's a musician. Marquette King, he was like the quote unquote fast punter. Mm-hmm. Like, this dude, when you played with him on Madden, bro, you could just run fake punts, and he was super fast. Yeah. Really good punter at the time. And
he was what kind of punter? Say that again. Mass punter? Fast punter. So he can punt and run.
Yeah, he's fast, dude. In terms of speed, like he was just like, dude, normally punters are like friggin' like, you know, just like real slow, non-athletic guys. And Marquette King was just, he changed the game to me at least. Like, he was a really good punter for his time. But yeah, dude, Diddy was looking for like a videography assistant at the time. And I was telling people out there that I was like, oh man, I think working for Diddy would be good, blah, blah, blah. And they told me that it was not a good idea. So I didn't end up doing it. But it was crazy.
Who told you that? Was one of your close friends, or?
Yeah, just people. I can't say who, but like people in LA told me that, like, I don't think you want to work for Diddy, man. And now, come to find out, you know, I probably would have got oiled up if I had worked for Diddy. Right. But I mean, I was just a kid, you know. I was like 23, just trying to get my my feet under me. Mm-hmm. I was good at videography, but I wasn't that good. So I wanted to make sure that like I was just putting myself in the best possible position. I remember this guy named Ivan worked for DJ Khaled. I don't know if he still does, but I think he did some work for Diddy too. But man, working with celebrities is almost like, it's like, dude, you're just like, it's like beating a dead horse, man. They're like, work you to death, dude. You know? And
then you have to just pop up and work, right? It's like no.
Yeah, it's no like set hours or anything like that. Yeah. There's not a lot of freedom. I remember like, DJ Khaled would be like, yo, Ivan, get this shot. And Ivan would have to jump out the limo and grab this shot. Yeah. You know, like, yo, Ivan, get this shot, Ivan. You know, and it's just like, mentally, it's so exhausting.
Right.
I think that's why I stopped working with influencers, because I worked with so many, and it's just, it was exhausting, man. Because influencers, like, it's almost like they don't view people as like human beings, in my opinion, you know?
Influencers?
Yeah.
You think they're better than people or something?
Yeah, they just they view people as like a number almost, or not like a real person, you know, because they're so focused on the followers and everything like that. Yeah. So like, dude, in the last like year and a half, I just stopped working with influencers, man, because they're just, I mean, I think what the problem is, dude, they get so many followers so fast. Everything happens fast for them, you know, and they just expect the whole world to work like that. I'm a very patient person, man. I had 20 people in front of me in the coffee shop today, and I was just whatever. Right. Yeah, I'm super, super patient, you know?
Yeah, I'm super patient too, man.
Yeah.
That's how we even met. We both met being patient as hell with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And just not being like judgmental, and also not letting our ego, you know, get in the way of anything like that.
That was actually kind of dope how we came back together, because this almost didn't happen. Yeah. You know, it was kind of like a blessing from God.
Hey, we're guys, bro. Like, there's no need to harp on stuff, dude. Right, you know, like, no, I don't cry over spilled milk or anything like that, dude. I don't care. You know?
So, and you leaving Denver also?
Yeah, just like you.
Yeah, I'm leaving Denver today, actually, and you live in Denver.
October 21st, the day after my birthday.
So why are you leaving Denver, man?
Dude, so I came here in 2018, right? And so my father passed away in 2017. What happened to my father was, dude, like, he got bitten by a spider. He lost his leg.
Damn.
Yeah, everyone gives me that reaction. It's crazy. Think about it now. But 2011, he got bit by a spider, and he had a below-the-knee amputation.
Damn.
My dad was born in 1956. So, old school guy, you know, it's just like, you don't go to a doctor unless you're dying, right? So, he just let it get bad, and eventually it turned gangrene, and that essentially rots your leg, right? So, he had to have the amputation. In the hospital, he also had a pulmonary embolism, where his hemoglobin dropped. If you guys know medical terminology, then, you know, it's a great episode for you. I know a lot of random medical terminology. Just random facts overall. But Anyway, at that point, I became a caretaker from 16 to age 23, basically. So my dad and I took care of him through college, through high school. It was hard, man. So what brought me here was he passed in 2017. 2018, I moved here because I have some cousins. They're originally from Brooklyn. Now they live in Fort Collins. Right. So I want to be a little closer to them. But I moved here as a kid. Right. Fresh out of college, just got my bachelor's degree. I've been doing freelance videography for years, but I don't really know what the hell I'm doing, truly. Right. Fresh off working in Beverly Hills for a couple months with the celebrities and everything. So I think I'm the shit, but subconsciously I'm really not. Right. So I came here and I really developed myself, my business skills, my experience in the industry, getting to work with bigger brands, getting to work with, all kinds of different industries, right? And now, moving, here from Florida, now I'm 30, about to be 31 in October, and I feel like I came to Colorado a boy, and I'm leaving a man. Right?
Me too, man.
So I feel like it's just logically the best move, not just for my own happiness, right? But for
your growth as a human being.
For that too, but also business ventures.
Business ventures as well.
No income tax. Huge factor when you own a business, right? Cheaper house, man. I'm 30. I got no kids and no wife, right? So, do I want to settle down here? Those are the questions I need to start asking myself, right? Obviously, we're guys. We can have kids anytime we want, but I don't want to be 50 having a kid with girls at 35. You know what I mean? That's just weird. So that's a really big factor. And then also the cost of living is just astronomically cheaper, dude. I leased an apartment in Orlando, man, and it is, $1,000 cheaper than what I'm paying now. And I live in Thornton, by the way. So $1,000 cheaper than what I'm paying now in Orlando, and it's built 2 years ago. And it's considered luxury. I mean, it's gorgeous, man. I show people, they're like, damn, look like you live at a spa vacation place now.
It's crazy, man. We leaving for the same reason in a way.
I just like warm weather. I know you're going back to Michigan, but you're going home pretty much. I'm not from Florida originally, but I loved it out there.
That's dope, man. So let's. I guess we can get into we got into your background and why you leaving Denver and all that stuff. But this is the Founder Fumbles podcast, so I want to know about your biggest struggle as a videographer or media entrepreneur. As media CEO. What's the biggest struggle?
Right now or in the past?
In the past.
In the past, man.
Well, I would say right now, actually. That was a good question. You hit me with a side peek. But right now, what's your biggest struggle right now?
Dude, right now, I'm dialing in my sales process to be able to help more people, right? Because selling is not easy, and I'm not a sleazy salesman, you know? Obviously, I just want to genuinely help people. But I think I want to help more business owners overcome their fear of investing in themselves. Because I don't give a fuck. Dude, I paid $15,000 to join a new program for scaling my business, right?
That's how you grow, man.
Last year I paid 10, I don't give a fuck. I'm always willing to invest.
Invest in your education. That's the best education. That's why I'm doing this podcast. I invested into a podcast community, people that can help me grow it and stuff like that. So that's how you grow in this world today. You have to educate yourself on something specific. You know what I mean? And that's how you get there.
So I want to help business owners kind of overcome their fear of investing. And it's not just me trying to get money out of people, but it's just that's how you learn. That's how you actually grow. I mean, of course, I know my shit works. I know I can deliver.
I've seen your work, man. Your social media is actually kind of dope. I gotta. I might have to actually work with. Do you work with startups? That's what I was going to ask you earlier.
I do work with startups. I worked with a startup for years actually. It's called The Scope to You. They're a women's fitness program. She's a multi-millionaire now, but dude, I started with her when they were just a website. I was making $1,200 a month or something. Working with her, and I think her price point when I was working with her was $9 a month. It's a women's fitness app. Dude, she had 30,000 members or something. Think how much money that is. It's
a lot.
Crazy, bro.
Paid members too.
And so I've worked with startups before. That's just one, but I've worked with multiple.
Okay. We're gonna have to think about getting some work done, bro. Because I seen your work. I didn't know you was. Are you doing this by yourself? Or is it?
We're
a co-founder?
Nah, no co-founder. We're a small team, but I mean, I do this all over the world, man. I was just in Morocco like 3 months ago with my client. So went to Iceland in 2019, but yeah, I'm the owner, and then I've got my editor, Akil. He is in India. Shout out to that guy, man. He's gonna edit some of these clips. That guy's a fucking animal, man. Like that kid is so good.
Yeah.
Got the VA in India who does the LinkedIn, the Surf. I have a VA in Vietnam who does my real estate photography editing. And then I just brought on a new VA in the Philippines who does the Instagram outreach.
That's dope.
So yeah, and then the next step is literally, I just had a lunch with him the other day, this guy Logan. Man, he's going to be such a good asset because when I move, I can pay him a day rate to take care of my Denver clients, right? So he does video.
So you're just a solo founder who delegates a lot.
Yes, because I'm not afraid to delegate, bro. Because if you want to scale a company,
you have to delegate.
You have to delegate, but you need to know every position. So everything that all my VAs do, my virtual assistants, I've done. You need to know how to do everything. That's what a CEO does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, dude, and you can't have an ego. So it was so hard to let go of editing because I'm like, fuck, man, who's going to do this as good as me? This kid's better than me because he's a specialist, right? Like, I don't know if you ever
That's all he does,
Did you ever play Call of Duty? Remember the specialists on there?
Kind of.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, there's characters on there, but that's the specialists,
I know what
right?
you're talking about, but I haven't played in so long.
Yeah, but he's a specialist, so he knows what the hell he's doing. And a real estate photographer, editor. Dude, she's fucking amazing. Dude, Cindy in Vietnam, shout out to her. She's a killer, you know?
Yeah.
But you have to not have an ego when it comes to business and relationships and stuff like that. And just like freaking be able to delegate, be able to automate, and scale. You know, that's how you scale. If not, dude, you just sit in the same position. That's actually a question that I ask people on my sales calls, right? Because they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is the right thing. I'm like, okay, bro, well, what happens if nothing changes? No, I guess I just go back to doing what I do and stuff. I'm like, exactly. So, I mean, if you're cool with that, no problem. But if you actually want to grow, then, like, highly recommend working with me. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. If you don't want to grow, what's the point of even doing it? So, all right. So, what's the next, this random question.
Yeah.
What's the next task or skill that you think you need to delegate? You know what I mean?
The videography, for sure.
The videography?
Yeah, I don't want to be filming all this shit for the rest of my life. I told you, I want to do documentaries and stuff. In order to do that, I need funds. In order to do that, I need to scale a company to get funds, right? I'm actually building this company to sell. I've had the LLC and stuff legally.
Starting with the exit plan.
Yeah, I'm already at there, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I've had this company legally since 2013 when I graduated high school. So everyone always wonders on LinkedIn, how old is this guy? I'm like, I mean, I just had the company for a long time, you know, and really started scaling it in the past, like, year and a half, you know, like, really going, like, balls to the wall, work every day. Like,
that's dope, bro.
But, dude, sometimes, like, if you want to be great, because I'm not a fan of toxic, like, constantly working all the time and toxic hustle culture. I'm just not a fan of, like, that, you know. It's, you have to do it for a little bit, I feel, right? You have to do it for a little bit because you need to get it to a place where you can, you know, eventually get out of it. But you have to have that exit plan, right? So the goal is, like, I would love to do, I want to get to 300K this year, right? And I'm on that path. I'm on a great trajectory. And then I just brought on a business coach, man. And this guy, Stu Robert, dude, he had a company, SEO company, $2 million, right? That's what they made a year. And he sold it, you know?
Damn.
Yeah. So he is mentoring me now. And he's like, dude, I think you can scale this within like a year and a half, get to where you want to be. I'm like, oh, thank God I found you. You know?
Dope,
so he's sick. And dude, I want to get it to like 700,000 or 800,000 a year, sell the company. And you know what I want to do, bro? So AI is coming from my ass. No Diddy. And
oh my God. So what you want to do?
So I want to sell the company, right? And I want to reinvest that money into car washes because they're the one thing you can't AI out. So like VO3, for example, is so good, bro. I made a pest control ad. The whole video is AI generated. AI generated rats just running around. Swear to God.
Wait. So you want to invest in a car wash?
Yeah, bro. Isn't that random as hell?
Kind of.
But it's a great investment.
So is it like a car wash that humans run or
it's
a car wash that like AI runs?
Low maintenance.
Maintenance?
Yeah, so you bro, car washes are so good so they can bring in 15 to 20K a month in a good location. And you just have one like little fucking high school kid like Jimmy or whatever fucking running the whole car wash for you. You probably only need like 1 or 2 attendants, dude, and they're low maintenance, low overhead costs too. You gotta buy soap, whatever, water, stuff like that.
You might have a part that breaks, you got to replace or something like that, right?
Yeah, but it's low maintenance overall, and it's very sustainable for the long term. And it's one of the things that can't be AI'd out because people are always going to need their car washed, right?
What do you think about like laundromats and stuff like that?
Only if you're in the Northeast.
The Northeast.
New York, bro, Boston, Philly, those houses are so old, they're actually like this, right? They don't have in-unit laundry. So laundromats are great. But having a car wash with a membership, dude, Auto Wash is a great example here. I don't know if you ever used Auto Wash.
The blue one?
Yeah. Dude, you can do advertising on their app. You can do so much with them. So ultimately, I'd love to have like 1 or 2 car washes, just making money, low maintenance. I want to find a mentor for it. The key to scaling is finding mentors.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just think you're like, oh, I'm going to do this all on my own and stuff.
Nope.
It's like, bro, you are
somebody
a donkey. Come on. Like,
man, I'm so glad we met, dude. You know what I mean? Because like where your head's at is like a lot of stuff that's on my mind and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's.
I find a mentor for everything. Just like, especially with my guy Robert, dude. I'm like, this guy scaled to 2 million just doing SEO.
Dang.
Sold the company, and now he just freaking runs around and just does whatever.
So what keeps you so motivated? You seem like you're a super motivated individual. Like, what's keeping you going? Like,
oh, dude, I was so fucking broke. Like, man, like there's times in my life, man, where like I drove Uber. I worked at coffee shops. I was on food stamps in my life at some point with my father when he was sick. Dude, we made like $1,100 a month, man. Like that wasn't shit. So I can only imagine now. I mean, we had to do like public transit, you know, because we didn't have a car. So a van would come and pick us up and take us to the grocery store, you know. So we just go to Walmart. Like we can do anything, man. So like, dude, what keeps me motivated is I don't want to ever get back to that position, man. I get back to that position, I'm like, I failed tremendously. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the real factor that keeps me motivated, and also just my future and stuff, man. Like I've got a vision for the future, and the one thing about me, I see, because dude, we're gonna know each other for years and years, bro. And like, the one thing you'll learn about me is that I achieve everything I say I want to do. I achieve. Like there's nothing that I, you know, have said that like haven't done, you know, like obviously there's goals and stuff for the future. Yeah. But I said that I wanted to work with people I saw on television, right? I watched Berto boxing growing up. I watched freaking Chris Rainey at the University of Florida, college football. I worked with him, right? I wanted to work with NFL players. So I got to work with NFL players. He was in the NFL. He played for the Steelers. Damn. You know, I wanted to work with people I saw on television. I worked with Yusuf Zawal. He's a UFC fighter.
I know him.
Yeah, dude, he's amazing. He's got a huge fight coming up right now. Can't speak too much about it because it's not announced. But, dude, he's like number 9 in the world at featherweight right now. Went to Morocco with him. I saw Africa. Like, that's crazy. You know? All I did was DM him. I'm like, yo, dude, saw your last fight. This was like March. I was like, saw your last fight. You got the submission. That was dope. Is there any way I could come do a free video for you? Just, dude, my ego is, I don't know, like, fuck my ego. Like, I'll still do some free shit just to get in and work with people, right?
Yeah,
so I did
connections. You make a good connection with that person. He hook you up with somebody, and then that person hooks you up with somebody.
I made so much money from it, dude. Then I wound up in Morocco with him. Damn. So, like, and I got to work with all the other people I saw on television. I got to work with Chris Gutierrez, who I've watched for years and years. He knocked out Frankie Edgar at Madison Square Garden in Frankie's last fight. Huge fight, right? Jonathan Martinez, who, dude, he has great leg kicks. So he's an awesome fighter. Dustin Jacoby, veteran.
You love USC. That's your stuff.
Yeah, but dude, those are guys I all watched growing up and stuff, man, that like inspired me. I wanted to work with the people I saw on television, and I've done that, you know, so many times. I wanted to make a lot of money. I've done it, and I'm doing it. You know, now I just want to scale it to a point where I can get out of it, create documentaries, have a business that kind of runs itself. I don't have to worry about anyone coming from my ass, you know? Like,
that's fire.
That's the goal, you know? And of course, I want to have like a family and stuff too, so.
Yeah. You're a pretty brilliant dude, man. You got your life just ready.
I only make high IQ moves.
You only make high IQ moves. You take everything one step at a time. Everything's calculated. Like, I'm pretty sure the next time I see you, you're going to be doing so much more than you're doing now. Yeah. And that's so dope, man. I'm just happy, like, to meet you and stuff, you know? So what would you say is something like that you wish you knew earlier as an entrepreneur? You know what I mean?
That's a really good question, man, because like,
if you can go back and tell yourself something like, don't do that, or you know what I mean? Go back.
Not about don't do, because like everything's kind of shaped me, you know what I mean? If I could tell myself anything, I'd be like, dude, learn sales earlier. Like actually like learn
Sales.
how to sell.
Yeah.
And, you know, really make sure that you have a good sales process, because that's the one thing every creator, especially videography or photography, they lack, you know, because they just talk about what they do. They don't actually try to understand the client, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you come to me, you're like, hey, Eric, I've got like, you know, a roofing business, you know, I'm trying to do some better marketing. It's like, okay, what kind of marketing have you done? You're like, oh, I've done like Yelp and stuff. Hasn't worked out. Okay, cool. Like, how many leads did Yelp bring you? You're like, oh, I don't really know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I ask all deep questions about revenue, about like, where you at right now? You're like, oh, I make like 5,000 a month. Okay, cool. What'd you make last month? Like 4,500 and stuff. Okay, what'd you make the month before? So on, right? Where do you want to go? I want to make like 12K a month, you know, doing this and stuff. I'm like, okay, how long have you had that goal?
Right.
2 years, right? Fuck, okay, like, why haven't you done anything about it?
Right.
You know,
right.
like actually learning about the business and what's actually making them struggle.
Yeah.
That's the difference, right? When you like do a deep dive on where they're at, what they did before, where they want to go, and how can you help them get there? That's the key, because we're helping people. We're not just in this fucking spot where we're just, you know, oh, here's a video, this is what we think's the best for you. It's like, bro, tell me your problems, and then I can figure out what the solution is. Or if I can even help you. I turned away a girl the other day, dude. She does like tattoo laser removal. And I was like, hey, can you like swing this month, you know, for like this price for your, you know, for my services and stuff? And she's like, I can, but I don't think I really want to. I was like, no worries. I don't think we're a good fit, because like you don't want to grow. Like you're happy where you're at. Yeah, what the fuck?
Right.
You know, I probably could have sold her like a video for, you know, a certain price, but it wouldn't have done anything for her because she doesn't want to grow.
Right.
Yeah, I work with people in a growth mentality. You know, like Jose, the dog trainer.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I wish he was staying there, because that guy, dude, he was in prison. He was incarcerated for 10 years working with the cartel. Dude, he got down on his hands and knees at one point in the prison cell, and he gave his life to God, right? Dude, the next day he found out about a dog training program in prison that you could do to learn how to train dogs, so you could potentially start a business after you get out. He learned how to train dogs, got out. Dude, the business is exploding right now. His family works for him. It's a family-run business. He's trained over fucking like 1,500 dogs.
Damn.
He's putting $100,000 into an app to learn how to train your dog at home, because we're targeting the demographic of 18 to 30. Because it's the people that can't afford $1,800, $3,500 to board in their dog with him. So we're targeting a younger demographic for an app for $30 a month, just like I did with the Sculpt You when I worked with Katrina for targeting women's fitness for women who couldn't afford like personal training and stuff. They could pay $9 a month and they get dance fitness, yoga, home workouts, gym workouts, meal plans, all for $9. Unbeatable. Same thing with the dog trainer. Technically, that's a startup because it's a new part of his business.
Right.
But the dude Jose, like that guy's in a growth mindset. He's the man. Yeah, if you can even have him on virtually, highly recommend.
Yeah, I might start doing some stuff virtually. I'm not sure yet, but I might.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it was what would you tell like new videographers that's starting out, because people are starting today? What tip would you give the new videographers?
Get a coach. Get a mentor. Get a mentor who has been there and done that.
Have you ever thought about being a mentor or a coach?
Nah,
Why not?
Man, I don't have time to talk to these kids and like freaking, you know, try to teach them all that stuff, you know, like specifically videography.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is I want to be more involved at my college and helping freshmen with their path at Polk State College, because I did speak there a couple weeks ago. I was on stage. I spoke to the freshmen, but I want to help them. That's more important to me, because that's also the community and stuff.
Right.
But like, guys with videography, man, it's just like, sometimes you get these like kids that are just like this like journeyman who are just like, oh, I like video, but I don't know, like I just want to tell stories and stuff. Right. It's like, dude, do you actually want to make money, or do you just want to tell stories? Because like you can do that as a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to grow a business? Like, if I ever did coaching for videography, it'd have to be like some serious coaching. Like, where do you want to go? You know, how much money do you want to make? Money's not everything, but it's just like,
do it, man.
Do you want to actually build a business?
Yeah, I think you would be an awesome coach, dude. You should just consider it and see like how much work, because I think you might just be able to like record like one video, you know what I mean, and just kind of use that as like a class, or maybe you probably can do 12 videos and just post that as like some kind of course.
Maybe that's smart.
You know what I mean? Post that as like
I've
a
watched
course,
some of them before.
and then just charge one extra fee for them to meet with you, like not meet with you, but have a call with you, have a one-on-one call with you once a week. I think they would be so up for that.
So I do some coaching, but it's not for video. I do it for my clients. So I sell an ads package, right? And it includes videography, script writing, filming, editing, all that stuff, right? We do 1 day of shooting, and then the rest is coaching.
Yeah.
So I get on calls with clients at least like once a week. If it's a new client, then it's like sometimes a little more than that. But I just need to make sure that they're like doing the process, right? With this ad strategy, it's like I can lead people to the water. I can't make you drink the water, right? So like it's like I told Jose, I'm like, dude, it's like training dogs. So you can teach people how to train their dog, and you can actually train the dog for them. But if they don't do the work at home, then the dog's just gonna go back to what it was, right? It's the same thing. Like I can tell you my ad strategy, I can teach it to you, you can buy it from me, but if you don't do the work to actually make it succeed, then like that's on you. It's not on me.
Let me tell you, like 50 people will buy your course or whatever it is, but only 3 people will actually make something out of it.
Yeah, those are the A players.
Yeah.
Which are just like, there's some A players in my ads program right now. This guy Luke makes like $200,000 a month just running Instagram ads for clients and stuff. He's out of Utah, expanded nationally now.
Damn.
He's killing it, right?
Fire.
That's where I want to fucking be. Because like, dude, I get so many, since I've been running this ad strategy, I get so many small businesses that come to me and they're like, yeah, we tried Yelp, we tried Google, this hasn't worked. I'm like, okay, well, how do you think you found me?
Right.
You know, like through my ad, duh, right? So it's just like, the same strategy I run for myself on Instagram is what I run for my clients, you know? And it's just like, dude, the results we've gotten have been unbelievable with some of the people we work with.
That's dope, man. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit on like your LinkedIn marketing strategy, because, not your LinkedIn marketing strategy, but
both Instagram and LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, because you found me, and I was just like, man, and I messaged you back with like, we have to make something work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was dope. So I'm gonna have to pick your brain a little bit. I'll be in touch.
I make like 200 new connections a week through LinkedIn.
That's crazy.
Just without.
I need that. You know what I mean?
Dude, my guy's the shit. I mean, we have a whole strategy. Anybody that responds, you're in my spreadsheet, man. Anyone that responds gets color coded. Like green for like warm lead, red for the not interested, and then yellow for neutral. So anyone that responds, like I got emails from my VA right now that I gotta get back to people on LinkedIn. That's how I book, with marketing directors for bigger brands. LinkedIn's where I go for like big fish. That's like I'm trying to, I love cinematography and I still enjoy doing it. So if I get the chance to work with a big brand, like I've worked with Gymshark and Marmot and stuff like that in the past, I'll take those opportunities, So that's where I go for the big fish. And then locally, I target the blue collar, plumbers, HVAC, those type of people, because there's money in that too. Like, dude, since I started offering financing options, oh my God, bro, like people can work with me for $500 or $600 a month through my financing options, and I get paid in full, which is fantastic.
Damn.
And I'll charge like $6K, anywhere from $6 to $10K for a package, and I get paid in full upfront. They get started at $0 down. It's through Klarna or Affirm.
I don't know what those are.
They are
two different companies.
They're financing options, basically. So you essentially kind of take out a loan and work with me. Dude, Klarna is sick. They're actually using it at Chipotle. So people are financing burritos in 2025.
That's crazy.
Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's been a game changer because people get started at, $0 down, no payment for the first 30 days, and we can start working together. And then that monthly comes up, and it's over 12 months or 16 or whatever they pick. And it comes out to like $500 or $600 a month. Damn. So I get to work with like clients who normally wouldn't be able to afford me at a genius rate.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's great.
I might even have to look at that financing option.
If you have credit like 680, it's amazing.
So it sounds like everything's going right for you, but if everything could be better, if it was perfect this year. Or even overall, what does the perfect media world look like for you? You know what I mean?
Well, ideally, things will go well right away when I get back to Florida. It's the only state that I really live in again, so it's nice to go back there. You know, so I've lived in New York, Arizona, Tennessee, Florida, now here. And it's I'm almost restarting in a way, because I know a lot of people out there, but it's not like I'm not the same guy I was, right? So just a little different. So I'm actually going to start running my ads like a month earlier, you know, just to get them going out there and just start building relationships right away. So ideally, I'll get a few clients to start pretty early on, right? And then be able to scale it up from there, you know, and then still have some Denver clients that, you know, make me money, and I have a videographer here who can, you know, go shoot with them. And I'm still going to be out here, not often, but like, you know, a good amount of time, because I still work with Nick, the barber, Jose, the dog trainer, still going to be my client for like years and years, man. Like, me and that guy are going to be on a fucking yacht in like 2 years, bro. It's like, dude, this dog training app is going to be so sick. Like, man, do you have a dog?
No, I don't have a dog.
Dude, if you get a dog, man, like Jose is just like fucking like the best at it. And, you know, you won't be here, but you can download the app in the future, fucking train a dog with the app, you know? So, yeah, ideally, the end of the year, I'll have achieved 300K is a great number, but even if I don't achieve that, because I know money's not everything, I'll just be in a good spot overall, a good position to scale, you know? And then like next year, man, I'd love to buy a house around this time. I'd love to buy like a duplex, a townhouse or something, rent out one side, live in the other. Renters pay my rent, my mortgage, right? And then like by like 2027, man, I want to be doing like documentaries and stuff. But documentaries with meaning, dude. Like my mom's side is from Puerto Rico, dude, and I'd love to do some work out there. I go out there pretty often.
So you're Puerto Rican?
Yeah, my mom's side, and then my dad's side is Sicilian, man. So like, Sicily flag right here, island of Sicily here, Puerto Rico here. Puerto Rico's got 3 habitable islands. So we've got main island, Isla de Culebra, Isla de Vieque. So
you got some fire tats, bro.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican flag's right here.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
that's dope, man.
This is probably like $25,000 for all my tats. It's like a fucking. Yeah,
25,000.
Yeah, that I went a little crazy.
No, they sweet, man. My tats are shitty, bro.
I just wanted quality, like really good artists and stuff, man. Like this sleeve alone was like 12, you know.
Damn. So I started too young, bro. I didn't put the thought into it.
I got all mine 2 years ago. So everything within like a year's time period, basically.
That's dope.
You know, and I've got like the camera and stuff here and everything.
No, that's sweet, bro.
Yeah,
that's sweet. Yeah, I started when I was like 16. It was a horrible decision, but it's okay, man. So that's all my questions, bro. But we do have to, you know, you already told us about your new stuff that you got coming out. So just make sure you let all of the audience know like where to find you and stuff like that. Social medias, LinkedIn, whatever. If you don't find them first. You know?
No, I mean, best place to find me is just Eric.Ardito on Instagram. The business page is in my bio. My company's called Brightside Media. LinkedIn, just Eric Ardito. That's about it, man. I almost gave my phone number, but I'm like,
if you got a business phone, feel free to share.
I want to get one, man. It's like, dude, sometimes it's hard too, man, because people don't know I'm local in Colorado right now, and I still have my Florida phone number.
Get you one of those Google phones, Google Plus numbers. Google Voice.
That's a great burner number too, man. It's crazy. I bet you Kevin Durant uses them. I don't know if you watch basketball, but like, man, Kevin Durant got a burner Twitter account. It's hilarious. Dude, they're always catching his ass talking shit or something on there, dude. Oh my god. Are you a sports guy or not?
I love basketball and I love boxing.
Boxing. That's how you know who Berto was. I also met Andre Ward when I was out there as well.
Andre Ward. I know both of them.
Broner too. Adrian Broner. He's out there.
Adrian Broner's cool.
Yeah, he's a wild dude. He's a wild guy.
He wasn't one of my favorite boxers, but I liked him in the beginning. I got a respect for him, but also I don't.
Dude, Crawford's one of my favorites.
She been my favorite for a very long time.
Lomachenko too.
Lomachenko's fire. But anyway, bro, it was very nice. This was so dope, man. I'm glad we made this happen. Everybody that watched this video, please, if Eric inspired you in any way, shape, or form, please go reach out to him. Check out his media services. And please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, all that good stuff. I hear it's really important. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.